Hi guys, welcome back. Today finally we will start to scrape the saddle. As some of you know, I'm in the middle of a full service setup for my Bernardo Late, and I found few things that didn't was very fine, you know, and even if it's branded, it's always a Far East Late, you know. I don't have nothing to say because it was precise before this upgrading. For sure, I consider this lathe like a kit, you know. For sure, if when you disassemble and you check carefully, for sure you can find many things where you can improve, you know. For instance, the scraping. There are some, but for sure, you know, was done very fast and I don't know. And now we will check everything and we will see the condition. Now we will start with the top slide. Previous video I changed the ball bearing, the angular ball bearing of my spindle, and was a great job, you know. Now it's working very well. If you want, you can find the video. Now I cannot wait to scrape the saddle, top slide and cross slide, because I need also the lathe. I will do also some other improvement like for the oilers and stuff like that. And later on I will install also a Mitutoyo DRO with the Mitutoyo linear scale. So let's go to work. And please, if you like the video, put a like, and if you didn't subscribe, for me it's important. I invest a lot of time and money on the channel, and the like are very important because the YouTube will push me. I want to give a stone here because this surface is not nice. I think that I should remove the carriage here and the apron. Because here is marking, eh? This means that there is something not proper. Are ground, and this is a good sign, but you can see and are not damaged. The best things should be to grind this one if it's straight, because otherwise we make worse here the situation. I want to remove the carriage and check everything here. This job will be quite long. Okay. I want to put a back support here for the apron that anyway I will not disassemble, but I want to remove here the carriage. Over there I place 2 pieces of wood to hold the apron, and now with some carton board I will fill up the remaining space. was necessary to give this tune-up to the lathe. Okay, it's not damaged. These are good things. Let me see. Anyway, now all these pieces will go to the washing machine, and here I can also recheck for the backlash, you know. Let's put this one here. Okay. Here. And let's see here the situation. I can see a scrap surface, you know. Anyway, it was really necessary a nice tune-up here. I will check on the surface plate. I will try to do better, you know. But for sure is quite heavy. But at least there is this heavy scratch here, bump, that is on this side. Okay, let's check now. Finally today we will come back to work on the lathe. We will start with the top slide. This is our actual situation. As you can see, it's quite rough here, you know. Was scrap from the company, but it's very rough and just a few touch. And I believe that is out of planarity. And also here is full of burr, and we need to remove, you know. Here there is also a bump that I will remove with the stone first, and after we will start to check dimension and planarity and everything else, and after we will scrape. Here I will do also new oil groove. So we will use this as a masser. Of course, as you may know, I'm build up the stray edge, and if you didn't go to watch the video, because I think it's interesting, and I receive a nice comment on it. So let's start this work. First things to do is to remove this blade here, because it's like a knife. You can cut yourself. I will use this Japanese tool that is pneumatic. Finally. Here there is. Yep. Here is not even unbelievable. Let's put this here. I don't want to ruin the stone is good. I bought new oiler. I want to replace this one because are not good. I will try, but I'm scared that I have to. Yeah. The first is out. Okay, this one is out. Over there. Okay. Wow, this one is precise. I can feel all the bump. Look, it's horrible, these things. I don't want even to put in this way on the surface plate, you know. Wow, it's horrible. I can't believe it. I did mini precise work on it. So this is promising. This surface look fine. I hope that those one in a way are parallel with this one, because this means that I can put on the grinder. Those one are higher here and here. Okay. Now I give a wash. And we will go to the surface plate. In truth, I would like to is isopropanol alcohol. I want to remove want to clean up good, because this one will go in the surface plate. Anyway, that dirty didn't was for the stone that I did, you know. Was full of grinding dust. I'm quite happy to do this work, you know. And now, again, but with the compressed air. Like this, if there is some debris, we will remove. So now let's put here some blue and let's start to check. I can be a little bit more generous than because it's roughing now. I don't want even to take dimensions now, because so rough that I want to fix a little bit in his form, and after start to take some dimension, because in this way where you go. Listen. Empty. Wow. Practically. It's in 2-3 points. Scratch. Look, here is high, 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 not high, and we know that one. So let's start. Just for curiosity, here is here and here. After we will check, when these are done, we will check here the situation again, and maybe we can put in the surface grinder. At this stage I cannot put this one in a surface grinder because it's a disaster here and there. Confirm that this plate is like this. So now we will start to scrap here. This one is the most important things now. Now let's start to do it. I take the adze that is for roughing is fine. This is the third one. We have this situation, you know. There is a lot to do here. Let's go to the surface plate and let's try. After that, guys, we see you later, you know, because there is a lot to do here. For sure it's better now than before. This is out of questions. I can feel when I put on the... Wow, it's horrible. Scratching the table. Here there are Mount Everest, you know, in these two spots. Look. This is after 10 passes. As you can see, now the situation starts to be much better. And I will start to get more finer. I will leave the adze one and I will use the Japanese style. Before I did in this way. Let's start. This is also the first time that I use the orange paste, because I want to do more, I want to be more selective. and now here. Okay, let's go to check again. Totally different story. Better and better all the time.
2,000 years later.
Here we have this situation, up and down, because we have the scraping surface. But here we start to be 10 micron up from here to there. Here start to be a little bit more, half 0.05, 5 micron, up, here we are at 0 and 0 again. Zero plus 5 here plus 5 0.05 0.010 up. The situation now I want to check if those two surfaces are in the same plane practically. If this one or that one is higher than the other one. And I found that this one is higher 30 micron more than this one. Here is 40 in truth. Between 20 and 30 micron, 40 micron with a red marker, because this dimension is not the same of this one. 0.040 plus the red marks are the plane, you know, and the black one $20. And here it's between 30-40, but anyway 20 micron here plus 0.020. This is our situation. Now let's check this different dimension that I'm taking now. Now I want to see if it's flat. 0, 0, 0 is keeping. $20 micron up here. Okay. $0.20. Let's check here. Here we are at 0. We start from 0 here. Plus 0.10. Plus 0.010. Plus 0.020. Plus 0.20. This is our situation. I place some blue here. It's a little bit more heavy because I didn't put the orange paste, you know. And this is our situation. Don't look bad, but it's not finished yet. But here we have another problem. Guys, we have to remember that in truth, now I work in order to have a good starting point. Because, check here now. Over there we have also this situation. So when I will go to check here for the planarity and if this part is at the same height of this other one, of course I will not have a real reading because we have this situation. Now what I will like to do, after that, of course, we will check with the dial gauge indicator. This is 100% sure. But in truth, I have to put in the surface grinder this one. Like this, I will put this one parallel to this surface for the moment. And after, we can have a better reading. Let's go. No, I will work on this one, you know, because this slide is 30 micron higher than this other one. So I want to give here one even pass in order to put down a little bit more here the things. I'm giving a very long stroke, you know. Here lighter because okay. Okay. Now let's try again. But before I want to do very light. This is the situation. I think that I have to do a little bit more here. Let's go immediately. I want to change group position, I clean up. Now here definitely is better. I'm not sure if I go now to the surface grinder or if I do another pass. Need to decide. So I don't have to scrap here, here, only here and here. I place here again the blue because at the end I decide to give another one also to recheck, because before was almost perfect, you know, at least the planarity. Still good here. Up and down, but it's normal because it's scrap. Okay. Now, at least here is 0 and 0. This means that here the planarity is perfect. I think that on these things they move. Nice. Nice. Wow. Very nice. Let's say, guys, not plus minus, let's say 10 micron balance, you know, but there is up and down, and it's very difficult to understand. Hey guys, but remember how I was at the beginning, you know? Now I can stay like this. But very happy, you know, because little by little we are doing. I want to put some red paste like this, we can see better. Okay, now I want to make thinner. And after, let's go to the grinder, guys. For the moment, we can stay like this. I have a nice even surface for the magnetic chuck. I don't know if you can see. No, I didn't give a maximum strength to the magnet, you know. Let's see, we never know. Okay. Okay. It's quite a long time that I don't use the grinder. Okay. We touch. Okay. Okay. This is our actual situation. Let's say that is much better than their finishing, you know. As you can see here and here is not touching because over there and over there was more higher. So now let's, I hope that I gave practically 2/10. Let's see. I prefer to wait a little bit because the wheel is warm, you know. Not too much, but I can feel that is will, I think is like 20 degrees, you know, something like this. It's not cold like at the beginning. So let's refresh a little bit here, and after we will give the final pass. Now let's try to give the final pass. Okay. 200. And voila. And for this stage, we are done. For sure, it's even better than before. Let's go to check. And it's here. I want to wash this one because there is dust here. We want to check. Wow. I don't know if you can see. Let's try. 0. 0. It's working, eh? Now I move. 0. 0. Let's see here. 0. 0. Wow, the grander is working very good, eh? Now there is some blue here. Fine. Look. I'm quite happy, you know, because here is not too bad at all, eh? Here I'm off from the blue. I'm quite happy. Okay. Let's to check. Zero. 0. Almost, but you know when okay. Skipping the 0. Nice. Way higher. But it's the same. 0. 0. 10 micron up. 20 micron up. But we can fix very easily that. So the good thing is that now these two phases are on the same level. I'm quite happy about that, you know. And anyway, for sure is 3,000 times better than before. For the moment, I cannot be more happy than this. Thank you guys. I cannot be more happy than this one. In this moment, the cross slide is 100% better than before, you know, and for sure I have to finish, but in this moment we have almost we have a parallelism between these two phases, and we find also planarity. There are some eye spots we are between 10 micron up and down, but we can easily fix this situation, you know, with a fine scrapping. Also this surface now can be a reference point. Thank you for watching me. If you like the video, please put a like and subscribe. See you the next one.